Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello.
What's going on? How's your night going? How's your day going? How was your time? Ours is pretty good. We're having a fairly nice time. It's 6:30 here in Australia. It's pretty cool. It's a cool evening, and considering we've had several days of about 40-degree heat, and that's 40 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. For those of you in backwards countries like America, yeah, it has not been nice. So a nice cool evening to be casting a little bit of 0 hour, and the players make us happy.
You mean like for those of you who aren't not in every country in the world apart from America?
Essentially, yes.
I think there's another country. It's like what, like Sri Lanka or something? There's like one other country.
The metric system is stupid though, so yeah, makes no sense using a base 10. Ridiculous.
Base 8 hierarchy master race. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be Size versus Rage today. Oh yeah, that's kind of hype. We didn't really hype it up given our just whatever the hell that intro was, but Size versus Rage, yay!
Yay!
It's been a while. It used to be a very regular thing, and oh no! Oh, here we go. Rage redeemed himself. Like, how embarrassing would that have been if Rage just like messed up his truck micro as we were about to start praising these two players? Yeah, so really high tier stuff here. This is on Natural Threats, a new custom map that's starting to take off a bit recently due to it being featured on the Sharbles tournament. Nice use there of the technical to pick up the workers preventing the crushes.
Nice play, yeah. It's going to delay a little bit of mining time, and that's nice, but the major thing here is that there isn't... I don't know what just happened there. The main thing is going to be that there's no worker crushes, so
okay, well, okay.
going to have to rebuild those.
Blake.
Was that an attempted wall off? Or
No, Blake, you don't...
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a tech terror. Nice one. How... They got it in the end. Okay, what that was, right? What that was, Blake. That's where Rage... what he does is you put a building down over the wreck of a vehicle, and basically by putting a scaffold down, it then removes the scrap.
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
and so you can't cap a scrap. Cool. Bearing in mind, the technical at scrap 2 is like batshit insane, right? Especially against China, you know, you really want to prevent the scrap. However, I think he actually lost the scaffold. Like, you want to sell it before it gets attacked because it dies instantly.
Could Rage lose any more supply trucks? That's literally 4, dude.
Yeah, but it's with a free supply opener,
yeah.
So it's not like the, yeah, there we go. Oh, man.
Rest in
what
peace,
was I
Rage.
saying about these
I don't even know.
technicals at Scrap 2?
Can we just tab and check the factions?
It's Nuke and Demo.
Yeah, Nuke and Demo. Okay, right. We've seen Nuke, haven't we? Yeah, we've seen a Nuke Battlemaster earlier come out from the War Factory.
And the fact that was an advanced power plant as well.
That's true.
Other than that, though, the worker, almost outrunning the flame. Wouldn't that be stressful? So you're right, Rage certainly is having a hard time, especially if he loses this supply. What's going on, Rage? However, it looks like he's going to be trading blow for blow here. The Dragon Tank moving up to perhaps burn down a tunnel or two. Technical is on the chase, so shouldn't have too much luck unless he turns around for a nice, you know, like turn around, slap in the face, or, wow, I was going to say firewall, but just attacked him. No response there from Size as he was microing his technical here. Nuke Battlemaster does come out and will take that one out.
Ooh, Nuke Battlemaster does go down as well, so good trade in the end. Coming in and look at this, Size even dodging the mines.
Well, you say
right
that,
on the edge of them.
but now
he should die if he moves the technical. I'm pretty sure.
We'll have to see.
He doesn't, he didn't know. Okay.
Either way, so Dragon Tank actually forces the cell, and that is so important right now because that's going to even things up here. Meanwhile, Battlemaster is going to be detonating itself on some workers, or rather just crushing them. So actually, Rage is put himself back in this game.
He definitely has, yeah. Having lost like 4 or 5 trucks. He didn't lose the mineral supply as well. I think that's pretty crucial. Still has it up, still has the mines around it. That's great. Which is really important because the RPGs had almost taken it out, and really clutch dozer repairs onto that supply kept it alive. But he definitely needed that machine. You're right there. He was in pretty rough position.
Yep. 2 factories as well. So there will be pretty good production from Rage. More workers are destroyed by the radiation. Size needs to make sure he doesn't lose any more of this. But he does actually have the Scorpion rockets. So I think that's part of why Size couldn't really defend his base there. Is because he actually invested in the rockets and Scorpions, which it's a bit of a more long-term gain compared to a short-term play, such as spamming a few quads out or multiple tech RPGs. But very, very important against China Nuke, because you can't have units as as weak and fragile as tech RPGs against the Nuke Battle Masters, because the AoE just destroys them, as do mines destroy the Scorpions if you drive over them. And so at the moment, Size, he needs to be careful of these tech terrors, because there's mines on a lot of these buildings.
Yeah, and I don't think that Size was expecting that. You generally don't see China's mine both supplies or all their buildings.
Oh,
No,
Size!
you knew about that, Size.
He's hit those mines as well. It must
you're
have been a
better than
miss
that.
micro, but still, the garrison, more than anything, will force the cell. Will actually come through here, so not too deterred, and Rage's Battlemaster still going to be taking out some more workers. Yeah, it's just
three.
non-stop.
Just continually, yeah. One of the war factories is producing regular units. The other one is producing what I call the suicide battle masters, where their job is literally just rally pointed inside the supply line of Size, and the tunnels just take them out.
And the problem here for Size, he hasn't actually walled off his supplies. Maybe he should just build like a barracks here, just so it won't get won't get taken out. In this case, though, Rage is going for the right side just because of the positioning of his war factory
Oh,
here.
he's done it again. He's gone and done it again.
Oh man!
Oh, this is brutal.
And see, Size needs to put a tunnel here as well. Like you gotta wall that off, not just for the sake of obscuring the Battle Master, but also for the sake of having somewhere to retreat your workers into, as they are about to be destroyed. So I think, yeah, Size he has a little bit too many dead workers on his conscience. He's got a lot of emotional letters to write home to the lamenting, family and friends.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's the GLA, man. I don't know whether they write those kind of letters back.
Considering they're like slaves, probably not. But like, poor like Jarman's wife or whatever has like hundreds of letters saying that like Jarman has died. But just kidding, he's alive again now. Well, he's died, so
He's back.
yeah.
He's dead. Regenning bastard. Man, this
it's happening.
is brutal.
Demo
Because,
traps, like,
I mean,
come on.
we have to see a demo trap, because what's the option here? It's just like, I focus down the Battle Master, he dies on my worker line, I let the Battle Master through, he crushes all my workers on my worker line. It's just, there's no win-win here for Size. He doesn't have enough units to stop the Battle Master from reaching the supply line before dying. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. This is rough.
However, at the same time, Size is doing some good work with these Scorpions. He took down the factory and the power on the right flank, so it's not all in favor of Rage trying to build a barracks. Actually, he's cancelled because he was getting too low to those Scorpions. There are mines here, and Size knows them. He lost some Scorpions, or a Scorpion, I think it was, to the supply there earlier. So going to be trying to...
Damn it, Size. He shouldn't be super pro
God
and
damn
mark
it,
around
Size.
the edge of the mines, but he kind of screwed that one.
Yeah.
He screwed the pooch
To,
there.
to be fair, they're invisible for
Yeah.
Size. Like, this is what it looks like.
You should know the radius. These players know the radius. They know what they're doing.
Like, I don't know the
So-
radius, but I'm not amazing in this video game like Size and Rage are. But either way here, actually doesn't get the destruction down, and that's partly due to the repairs of Rage. Those are keeping that one alive. And Size still just chilling on his arms dealer tech. Hasn't got any palace just yet. Doesn't really have the cash for it when he's had to be constantly and continuously rebuilding his workers. But as I was saying earlier, the fact that he's GLA demo, his advanced demo traps are 200. That's like really cheap. You should probably just build one there,
Yeah.
like for the sake of it. It's not expensive. Not like the regular cost. I think it's 400 if you're like regular GLAs.
Yeah, it might be 300, but we'll have to check.
Pretty sure it's 400. But anyway,
Yeah, I'll roll with you, machine. I feel ya. We are gonna
Oh,
have to
I-
check
I hear
after
a
this
cap.
game.
I hear a cap. Is it oil? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it is oil.
Size going for the cap there. And we have a couple of Scorpion missiles here, but like in fact there's actually 2 Battle Masters, so it won't be enough. Workers go down. Oh man.
This is not fun. Man.
So that was actually a nice little cute micro trick there, right? So what Rage did is he like last minute retargeted fire to the secondary Scorpion, hoping that the AoE from the Battle Master's destruction would take them both down, which it almost did. So this is what you want to be doing with Battle Masters. You always want to be like swapping aggro, like swapping targeting to try and make all the units on a low enough health threshold that they will get taken out by the explosion of the Battle Master. Good play from Size too. He's trying to kite away from this one. Not quite successful here, but you know, you can't really win the engagement one for one.
It's really good Battlemaster micro actually coming in from Rage. I'm liking it. It's hard for Size to win these. What he really needs is critical mass of rockets, which is 3. You need 3 Scorpions with rockets, and you can kill the Battlemaster before it actually gets to the Scorpions to take them out. So
Yeah.
3 is ideal. If you can get 3, and then you can kind of kite the Battlemasters away because you can snipe them with the rockets. I think it's like 3 rockets. It'll take a couple of Scorpion shots as well. It's not just the 3 rockets, but it's pretty easy to just blow one of them up, and that'll obviously damage anything that's standing next to it. So Size really should be using them in groups of 3. That's the ideal situation.
And even just spreading out like a couple of defensive RPGs on the ground, so like if the Battlemasters have to try and go through, they will take damage. So Size actually stops the capture there. I think maybe he was worried about getting crushed by the Battlemasters. Building some forward tunnels though, Size is definitely getting good control of the map.
Yeah, we saw Rage earlier go for that barracks on the side. It would have covered it up, let him go for mines, and go for the cap as well, but he didn't get the barracks down, so it looks like he's just transitioned straight into propaganda tech here.
Yeah, has an Overlord, has an ECM, very important, the ECMs against the Scorpion tanks. No barracks, which means he can't go for the caps with the Lotus, very important for those all direct. And there's actually a few on this map too. There's the 3, and then there's the hospital in the middle.
Tunnels are going to be cleared out here by Rage. Those Overlords doing some pretty serious work.
Ooh, demo track, there we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it has to move the worker away, that's smart. It's pretty obvious having a worker that close. ECM, a little bit out of position there. One of the Nuke Battlemasters does go down, does get the splash damage in. This is about the point where you start thinking about its kind of risk-reward as to whether you get the isotope upgrade or not. Because having Battlemasters that close to the Overlord, unless your ECM micro is on point, the Battlemasters do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think it's an ECM,
so... That was on auto,
well,
so...
wasn't amazing there, but it's still, you know...
I mean,
there we go!
The ECM's probably the best unit to snipe down that situation.
Yeah, because of the Scorpion rockets. And also the fact that... Oh, that was a nice arty strike. Got a Scorpion too, I believe. The cell will come through, but that's going to be... the Dead Arms Zoo, I believe that was. So the production is no longer there for Size. Will allow Rage to amass a bit of an army advantage, but currently Size, well, now he has the 2 oils. Still no Lotus cap on the bottom right oil.
And decent map control still here for Size. There are a considerable amount of supplies still in the middle as well. Rage was mining from there, but the supply trucks were constantly being harassed, as was the supply depot, so there are enough there to warrant building a supply in the case of Size if he wants to throw one down.
Yeah, I think most players just don't bother going isotope. The reason being is that once you get the propaganda center, you pretty much stop building Battlemasters and instead just build Overlords. And Overlords, like, it doesn't matter if they get hit by the explosion. They have so much health that the damage isn't really that much of a big deal. Where it is definitely a big deal in the case of Battlemasters or vehicles like Gatling's Dragon tanks. So then, like, you maybe use Battlemasters as an aggressive kind of suicide bomb, but then you keep the Overlords together, and if they do detonate themselves, not a big deal.
The worker just got blown into outer space.
My people need me.
My people... I will return. Maybe he went to find some shoes.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually a cap on the hospital as well.
This is looking pretty good for Size. It's in a really nice position. I think that's a tech terror coming through as well.
Yeah, there's probably mines though. RPG,
mines.
nice one.
Good stuff. Love that.
Love your work. What's he looking for though? Maybe he's looking for...
probably.
I mean, the command center is there, so it's not really a big deal, but...
Dozers...
Oh, the prop center, I think that's what he wants. That's the money. That's takes longer to rebuild. It's more expensive. It's a lot weaker though, but however, it bought time for the Overlord to come out and the trucks to come too, so maybe Size perhaps got a little bit greedy there instead of just taking out the supply. But actually, no, because the supply is exhausted. There's no point, really. Yeah. So that was the good play to make, but just the timing of the Overlord there kind of prevented that. Yeah. But even then, nice response from Rage with the truck.
I would have preferred to see the RPGs pop behind the propaganda center.
Mines, though.
Sorry?
Mines, though.
Ah, true. Yeah, no, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, it would have been too dangerous.
Though to follow up on what you were going to say is that, like, what he could have done to see if there were mines was to, like, attack...
Yeah. Well, use RPGs to attack ground.
Yeah, that's right.
Outside,
you attack the ground with the RPGs, and then that like reveals if there's mines. In the same way that if a Scorpion... well, I was gonna say technical. If a technical is scrap 2, it has like the rocket attack, so you can use that to reveal mines, and then if there's no mines, then go in with the RPGs, because that would have prevented the crushes.
Yeah, and you can use the technical to block off the supply truck as well.
Yeah.
Prevent the supply truck from crushing. Just unit collision there.
Yeah.
Being used.
And like often you see players combo that with a tech terror, especially if is GLA demo, and then you don't need as many. So for example, he has like 1 terrorist, 1 worker. No, sorry, 1 RPG, 1 worker, 3 terrorists, right? Because then you have 1 worker to build a tunnel, 1 RPG to scout mines, 3 terrorists to blow up a factory or whatever it is, because he's terror. The demo bikes, however, Overlords are pretty powerful.
Hard to use against Overlords. The Overlords will one-shot the bikes. So
yeah,
not
and
a
the
big
range
deal.
as well.
Yeah, definitely a problem against Nuke Battlemaster armies, because it'll obviously take 2 shots.
Uh-oh.
That's where you can find good picks, though, because, the Overlords obviously have a really bad turret rotation, so...
Yeah, so you need to make sure the Overlords are facing the right direction. Demo bikes are coming through. Oh, gets an outpost and an ECM. So this is maybe where Rage needs to either invest in helixes or just, like, make sure his tank micro is on point here, because he will lose another ECM. This is incredibly efficient trades here by size, as you generally see coming out of the demo bikes.
Yeah, your units have to be all together. That's essentially how you play against this, because it tends to be constant production, as you saw. Yeah, well, you didn't see there because the other Overlord took a shot at it, but it would have been 2 shot. So as long as the Overlords are moving forward with the rest of the units, you will take it out. Jarman's probably going to get caught here.
Yeah, the Gatling cannon revealed him. Oh, there we go, Demo Rebel ambush. And just in time for the Scorpion to pop. There's quite a fair bit of not the best engagement, Scorpion versus Overlords, but when you have the numbers advantage, you can definitely make it work. Still trading 2 Scorpions in the process, getting some scrap as well. Very nice to see. Lotus got the oil derrick, but Size may just take that one back. Or actually, yeah, he's leaving it rather than actually killing it.
So I might have liked to see that a little bit earlier. I mean, he might have just got the general's points for it potentially, Size here. But if he went a little earlier there, what he could have done is sniped an Overlord and then followed it up with a Devil Rebel ambush, and then you get an Overlord as well as winning the engagement, which can be pretty potent for GLA if they can... Oh, nice, good play. Not enough, though.
Yeah, was that because the Helix gunned down something there?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure 1 bike isn't enough. Like, what's that?
Because it is against supply drop zones. Surely airfields
have more health than supply drop zones, don't they?
I don't know, actually. I'm not sure.
I was under the impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how low it got, though. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that both the bike... I definitely saw double damage there. So both the bike... So that was the evac trick. So both the bike and the terrorist actually blew up there and did damage to the airfield. And then... Because he was following up with a terrorist there. See, Size knew it wasn't enough damage. So Size followed up with a terrorist, and the Helix gun didn't have time to gun it down yet. It wasn't the GAT upgrade. It was just the regular... pintle-mounted small gun.
Lotus doing some good work here, and this is the great response that I was referring to.
Refocus the quad! Refocus the quad!
Yeah, he's just sitting there eating cake. I hope it's some good cake, because your helixes will die.
Bro, stop eating the cake! Stop eating the cake!
Oh, man.
Oh, bro, that's awful micro!
No cake is that good, Rage.
What's he microing on the side? There must be something. He lost another engagement, I think, on the side as well. He's forced off. That wasn't great. So Lotus denied the CC, forced the CC cell. That was really great. The Helix transition was good, but because of course the terrorists scouted the airfield, it gave enough time for Rage for Size to at least build up a couple of quads. I think if the airfield hadn't been scouted, that pretty much would have been GG, because there was no quad transition in the makings for Size at all. He had no quads.
Yeah, and that was important, because you want to go air units against demo bikes. Having the Helix is just so strong. And here we go. Jarman's going to get revealed. Did you see that? One of the shells hit Jarman, one hit the oil. So far, Size's Jarmans haven't been very effective. Like, he sniped 2 Overlords down, but lost them in the process, so not very efficient.
He wanted to go for the worker cap on the Overlord, but it wasn't going to happen.
2 helixes are here. We have the convoy of trucks.
This is good.
Long distance mining. It's always nice to see, but we have a pretty big pop here.
Free scrap!
Yeah, there's a lot of quads there too. That's enough to take out the helixes, or at least force them away.
That's free Scorpion scrap if they can get onto it.
Are they already scrapped though?
Yeah, one is they're 1, 1, and 2. I'm pretty sure. Gun upgrades. See the gun upgrades?
Yeah.
So that's scrap 1 is the gun upgrade, and then scrap 2 is obviously double missiles. So, yeah. So 2 of them need 1 more scrap, which is pretty potent. If you get several Scorpions with the double scrap upgrade. That's pretty dangerous. Helixes go for a nice snipe. Good micro. The recovery from Rage.
Lotus is still there, by the way. So for the record, you can't capture a palace if it's garrisoned, which it is. There's a couple RPGs in there, so... Size...
I would Lotus maybe go for a cash steal. I think she'll go for a cash steal here. Getting pretty close to the palace, but still out of range just, I think, maybe. We'll find out in a second. I think she's just out of range of the palace.
I mean, given that's like the only real income, that's a steal though.
Nice, yeah.
But going for a forcing a cell is pretty important, but that's nice too. In the middle here, still a pretty good army, and Size is going to have his Demo Rebel ambush pretty soon as well. So that's going to be a bit tricky to deal with.
Yeah, but the arm still goes down here. Wasn't repaired, so the carpet bomb takes that one out. And that's a really good stuff for Lotus. I'm not sure if was Lotus taken out there or is she still
where is Lotus?
Around? I didn't see her get taken out unless Jarman walked in for a snipe and I missed it.
Yeah, it must have been a Jarman snipe of some kind.
Might have been.
But like, I don't even see Jarman on the map.
Even
so,
then,
I'm really confused right now.
That's a good trade because you take 1,000 cash off your opponent, you gain 1,000 cash. There's a 2,000 cash difference. That's a really efficient
which is more than the cost of Lotus to begin with.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth going for that catch steal. And it delays your opponent's production, so your army is worth more. So there's a lot of reasons why if you can steal the cash, you should steal the cash. It's pretty great.
Life advice, Archon Hawk.
Steal the cash, man. We don't see it a lot, though. We really don't. We often see, like, just sheer capping priority. Just try and look for more caps, and then they tend to lose the Lotus. But I think if you have the opportunity, go for the cap. Yeah, you definitely should. Good micro from Rage. I think he's kind of redeeming himself with this Helix micro. So
the thing is with the steal, it doesn't actually give a warning like the capture does. You know how when you get a building captured,
they're stealing our building.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you have to be paying more attention to react to it. Which if you have no radar, it's a bit harder. Like so sometimes players actually miss the capture steal when there's pretty much like no excuse for missing like a capture. Especially if you hit spacebar. Spacebar goes to the most recent event. You know, whether it's like low power or under attack or a capture, or self-detection, whatever it is. Hitting spacebar will go to the event queue.
Where's the follow-up?
Well, it kills some workers.
Yeah, I kind of like to see the Arty Strike combined with a push against the Palace, because the Palace you don't want to all in. Yeah, Side's looking pretty close to out of this game. He's going for a CC, though. Once that's up, he's obviously going to have access to those General's powers again. But there's so many mines down. That's smart.
Yeah, and there isn't really any supplies here. This is actually, I think, more close than we realized, because Size still has a good army. He still is mining, and he still has his Demo Rebel ambush. So all eyes on these Helixes, because the Helixes I think are going to be the MVPs, because these Overlords, Demo Rebel ambush them, but it seems like Rage is actually splitting up his Overlords, which is risky, but I think he kind of needs to. Against the Demo Rebel ambush, like, he can't really afford to have them together.
No, you can't.
You know, and there's the cash bounty, but there's Jarman on the field. However, Rage does have his oil still. That's going to be pretty important. Might want to sell off one of his supplies just to get the cash back from it.
Yeah,
oh, he's actually mining for the middle, though.
Yeah, the problem with selling a supply is you lose the mines as well. And the mines are really nice. They're covering the flank here for Rage. So, yeah, I think if he needs the cash, he'll sell it. But ideally, you don't.
So that's actually opened up his Overlord play, because he Demo Rebel ambushed the supply, which whilst is very important because it's on the middle and it's mining at full efficiency, it won't have that against the ground army. That's actually a good point that you mentioned, because you know, the mines they're in a nice flanking route. It covers kind of the oil as well, alongside the bunker.
So this is much better. So that was a carpet bomb, and you followed up really nicely with the helixes here. Take down the palace.
The radiation should kill the RPGs as well.
Definitely. Yeah, good play. Really like that.
There we go.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, that's sneak attack. That's what I hear. Where is it? There we go. Lotus and Jarman. Oh, the snipe comes through. And there's going to be a pop of a couple of Scorpions and the cores. The Overlord's actually there for the taking.
Ooh, Jarman's alive as well. Nice play.
I wonder why Lotus was revealed, though.
Does the sneak attack tunnel reveal?
It must do. Oh, he ran out of buildings.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He had no buildings. Yeah, actually, it must do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just like a regular tunnel,
Most
right?
tunnel networks, well, tunnel networks do, so I'm assuming the sneak attack tunnel must do. I'm guessing. Because there wasn't any other stealth detection.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a good game, I think.
Not a bad game. Rage came ahead from that one. I think We said it earlier. Maybe Size needed to be a little bit more careful of his workers.
Yeah, that was it.
He had
He lost so many workers.
he had several options there. Like, he could have walled it off with a barracks or a tunnel, especially tunnel, so you can just garrison, leave a terrorist, leave a demo trap. This is Gilly demo. They're very cheap. So
There were ways to deal with it.
yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, that was the most dangerous game that I've seen for supply collectors.
Oh, yeah,
Because, like,
right.
Rage lost 4 trucks inside of the first, like, minute or 2 minutes. He lost, like, 4 trucks went down, and then we saw Sires lose about 20, 30 workers probably over the course of the game.
brutal.
Probably 30 workers would be closer to the truth, so yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Please subscribe to the General's Gentleman. If you enjoy our content, you can support us at patreon.com/General's Gentleman.